Browns off to a 3-1 start for the second straight season, and Minnesota, another single-digit loss for them, drops them to 1-3. After the game, our Melanie Collins with Baker Mayfield on the win.
Well, Baker, congratulations, and what a finish to this one. With a minute left, the Vikings get the ball back. You're on the sideline. Your defense is out here. What was going through your mind? Was there ever a doubt they'd come up big with a stop?
No, I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row our defense has played lights out, and that's a really good offense, and, you know, thank God we can lean on them for sure. I got to be better, but, I mean, no doubt in my mind when those guys are out there on the field, they made a lot of great plays today, so, you know, we're thankful to have them.
Yeah, you kick off a tough month of October with a huge one on the road and one of the loudest buildings you'll play in. What did it take today offensively to get this win?
You know, we had to scratch and claw. It definitely wasn't pretty, but the ugly wins count just as much as the other ones do too. So, you know, we'll learn from this one. We got the run game going a little bit, and that's what helped us. I think we were right around 200 yards rushing, so that's big time. We needed it, and got it.
Baker, Coach Stefanski downplayed his return all week, but you know this one means something to him. What does it mean to you to get this win for him?
You know, obviously any win is an important one, but this one, how familiar it was. He spent 14 years here. That's a long time. So I know it meant a lot to him, so we'll see his energy and excitement in the locker room. It's a big one for us, and now we're on to the next. Yeah,
and lastly, you guys have some momentum heading into the Chargers next week. What do you guys want to improve upon before you head out to L.A.?
Just got to hit the easy stuff. You know, there was a lot of things today that didn't complete. Got to get better, and you know what? It'll happen. It's just one of those days. Didn't have any rhythm, so we'll do that and keep leaning on this defense, and we'll be better on offense for us.
Baker, thanks so much. Congrats.
Passer, John, they're going to get going offensively, and they're going to be great.
All right, we'll do the fantasy aspect in just a little bit. Getting to the Browns and Vikings, Cleveland comes away with a 14-7 win on the road. Minnesota now drops to 1-3 after the loss at home. And let's bring in Trent Green, who called the game for CBS. Trent, first off, your thoughts on this game with Cleveland coming away with the 7-point victory.
Well, the thing that jumps out right away is, number one, the Cleveland running game. They came into the game second in the NFL in rush attack. They rushed for nearly 200 yards in this game, so that was one major factor. The other is the Cleveland defense. The Vikings came into this. Their offense was the third-ranked offense, 425 yards a game, and the Cleveland defense held the Vikings to 255 yards of offense. So what a great job by that Cleveland defense. They continued to mix things up. They were able to apply pressure, only rushing 4. They mixed up their coverages with man-to-man and zone, and Kirk Cousins, after the opening drive, he started 6 for 6 and had a touchdown pass to Jefferson. After that, he was really a non-factor because of that defense disrupting him, not only the timing of the routes, but the pressure they were able to get on him.
Kirk Cousins was off to a great start. It averaged more than 300 yards passing coming into this game. From a Cleveland perspective, Trent, how do you assess what Kevin Stefanski's been able to do as they still try to contend in that division and ultimately in the AFC?
Well, it's pretty phenomenal when you consider last year was his first year as the head coach. All they did was make it into the playoffs and win the first playoff game that the Browns had won in 26 years. So he did a great job the first year. Now he's building on that. You know, you get a healthy Odell Beckham Jr., even though he wasn't heavily involved today. You get a healthy Odell Beckham Jr. back. You get Baker Mayfield. You got the 2 running backs. Your offensive line is playing solid. It's going to be interesting to see what happened to Wills. The left tackle Wills left the game on a cart. And so what's going to ultimately happen with him? But I like what Kevin Stefanski has done, what they've built, the pieces they've put together. It looks really good for them.
One last thought on Kevin Stefanski before I let you go. Obviously, there's a big game tonight and a return for Tom Brady against the Patriots. But Stefanski back in Minnesota, how much talk was there, that type of perspective coming into this game?
Oh, we talked about it a lot. You know, Stefanski spent his first 14 years in the NFL with the Minnesota Vikings. He started off at a lower level and worked his all the way up to offensive coordinator in 2019. And then, of course, that led to his head coaching opportunity in Cleveland. So he tried to downplay it as much as possible. It was just going to be his wife and kids. It wasn't going to be a whole big group of people that came up to this game. But we watched him during pregame warm-up, and he was giving a lot of hugs, a lot of handshakes, and saying hi to a lot of the Vikings players and personnel and front office. So I know this means a lot to him. He tried to downplay it as much as possible, but we'll see what his reaction is at the post-game press conference when asked those same questions.
All right, Trent, appreciate it. Stay safe, be well. We'll talk down the road. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Take care.
Want to remind you about Inside the NFL. New episodes every Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Paramount Plus, your exclusive home there for all things NFL. Catch them midweek.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.